So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our video of Mercury Venus in the third house of your birth chart. So, what happens when the conjunction of Mercury and Venus is in the third house in your birth chart? And as always, if you do not know if you have this particular position, what sign it's in, what nakshatra it's in, along with all your astrological details, for that, check out the links here, KRSastrology.com. Where under shop section, you'll find my books and reports, my PDF report, consultations, including the link to my academy, Maga Vedic Astrology Academy, where, yes, I'm going to be bringing Nadi course, as all of you are asking. But again, it needs to come on the right place at the right time. And certain things I have to just take care of. So, Mercury, Venus in the third house, right? And we're not even looking at signs and nakshatras. Somebody just told you, Mercury, Venus are in the third house. So first of all, Mercury, Venus creates something known as Lakshmi Narayan Yoga. Okay. Usually the Lakshmi Narayan Yoga really is preferred in the first, fifth, seventh house. First, fifth, and ninth house. But regardless, it's happening. Because Lakshmi is Venus, Vishnu is Narayan, and Mercury is Vishnu. And these two particular planets are very good friends also. They're best of friends. So they're in the third house. Third house represents siblings, communication, travel, neighbors, speech, writing, okay, efforts. So one of the first thing that we see here is that this particular individual, this person's ability to make money it has to. Otherwise, you will see these people are like, they're one of those people who are just like struggling and they don't know what to do with their life. Until either the right dasha comes in, right transit comes in, or the right guidance comes in, which will only come through right timing and dashas as well. Is that their ability to make money comes through communication, media, marketing, sales, creativity. This is how money is going to, and they have to realize they're going to have to get into some form of business if they want to make the big money. Because Mercury is business, right? We're not looking at seventh house, which is business. We're not looking at, 11th house of desires, this and that. We just know Mercury is there with Venus in the third. Self-earned wealth has to come through business. Otherwise, you're going to be doing jobs. You're going to be making, just average money. The other thing, money comes through quick travels. Money comes through fast travels. This person will also choose, if it's a male chart, they will choose their spouse either amongst their friend circle, or they will choose them from one of as their co-worker. And they must, and you will see, especially with a male individual, they will have a friendship first. Now, actually, that depends too. If Mercury has a lower degree than Venus, then this person will first make friends with this person, then choose them as a spouse. If Mercury has a higher degree, they love this person, they want to be with this person, they want to marry this person, and then this person becomes a friend. So this is where you will see that discrepancy. And also, your spouse will be absolutely fond of traveling. Would especially love to go to places, first of all, by air. Love for traveling and going in planes. Love for being in luxury travels. But also they like to be in places where there's a lot of fun activities. Whether it's like theme parks, whether it's like hotels with the swimming pool and lazy river and, all kinds of activities. This is what they will love. And then this is an individual who will always find support and help from their siblings, especially sisters. The ideas given by sisters, any idea given by your sister can be the most profitable idea for you, regardless if it's a younger sister or elder sister. we see that a sister can give some idea that will spark everything for you. And then, because it's in the third house, you will see that, especially in a male chart, your wife, otherwise in any chart, your sister will show absolutely the most courage when it comes to taking care of the family. Mercury Venus conjunct together also shows lot of interaction, daily interactions with cousins, maternal aunts, maternal uncles happen. Especially it shows me after your birth, your maternal aunts and uncles started making money and they started doing business. Maybe your maternal aunt and uncle is in media. Just, it's not only you who could be in media. They could be in media. They could be in communication, especially now, especially like if it's an air sign, like an Aquarius sign, they could be in radio. And of course, other planets will come in and, they will do their work, so they will alter quite a bit of things. Like for example, with Mars here, one may not go into media, but actually will go into information technology, data, what do you call that? Database engineering. They will also get into sports and martial arts. So those things will differ here with Mercury and Venus. And then especially after marriage, this is where we see that especially after marriage, a person, especially in a male's chart, the person will desire to do business. And they will become very active on social media, very active in going to movie theaters, very active in entertaining themselves. And especially in a female's chart, you will see that they will actually enjoy making money when they have to meet people, and especially meet people in a group setting. And also, this doesn't mean that they have to be genuinely smart on paper. What spouse could be very good in mathematics? Mercury's mathematics. Spouse would have a very good idea, especially let's say if Jupiter's there or Mars is there, your wife could be very good in mathematics. Another thing you will see, very good relationship with a father-in-law. Father-in-law will be very helpful in helping you to make money, helping you to introduce you to people who will help you in business. Like with father-in-law, it's this relationship of a best friend, including a confidant. But also you will see, because Mercury, Venus are there, arguments and fights can happen, or arguments will take place on behalf of either sibling or the father-in-law. Whether you defend your father-in-law or they defend their own father. Because again, we're only looking at these two planets right now. And I'm sure there's other planets that could be affecting this particular conjunction. And especially you will see your father-in-law very fond of playing games. They themselves will be very good mimickers. Meaning you're hanging out with your father-in-law, he starts acting like some famous actor. He starts acting like Raj Kapoor or one of his favorite actors. He has this character and this charisma, and through which, you get enriched. Then you also see that post-marriage, you will come across multiple famous gurus. Multiple gurus with a lot of, tantric knowledge, secretive hidden knowledge. And that the level of that will depend upon the sign that these two planets are, placed in. And when it comes to, money and business, one thing you have to see with Gemini, or not Gemini, meaning the third house, which again has the foundational energy of Gemini, the more confidence you show with your skills, the more money you make. So when you go on a business dealing, when you go on a job interview, don't be like, I'm kind of okay with this particular task. I may need a little bit help. I'm not so familiar with it. Um, I have done this programming maybe once or twice, but I will try my best to do this. No, 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 no. When Venus, Mercury are together in the third, even if you don't know, you say, oh yeah, this is something that could easily be figured out. Oh, this is something you will do with this. And yeah, of course we can do this. Of course, we're supposed to do this. You see how confident I am. And then what I can do is I can start learning that while I'm waiting to be hired. You have to show confidence that yes, even if the task is difficult, even if you don't know the task, you show the other person confidence that yeah, it can easily be done. There's nothing complicated here. And this actually subconsciously, because third house is subconscious, subconsciously this starts helping you to accomplish tasks. So even if you know you could do it because you now said it, because you now verbally said it, this is going to start happening. This difficult start will begin to favor you. So whether, I've had actually some IAS officers and IPS officers, who kind of failed at their mock interview. They had to do it again to make it in. And when we see the third house, usually planets like Moon, Saturn, or some other planets can bring about a bit of a fear related to showing confidence. But here, your charm and your confidence must take place. And naturally it takes place, but it can bring that absolute fear if, let's say, Rahu is there with this conjunction. So you're going to have to master that. There's no remedy, well, you can do this, this, and that. You have to work towards everything that is a flaw within you. You have to master it. Okay. So I hope this has helped and given some insights into your Mercury-Venus conjunction. Of course, we'll discuss more on this later once we get into signs. So, it's gonna be a while till we really truly understand astrology to the core. So anyway, if you're new to my channel, subscribe below so you don't miss these type of videos. And you want to know where your Mercury Venus are placed along with the other thoughts and details, check out the links here. Otherwise, we'll see you later. Bye bye.